Hey everybody, this is Dave, coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Point Blank, V is for Victory, from Lock and Load Publishing and game designed by Sean Drewlander. So, as I would have it, I was looking at my comments from 2 days ago, and Sean pointed out a couple things that I have to do that would help probably speed the game up and give my hand a little more usage too. Is that when I play these leader actions, I still have to discard a card. So I need to do that. So I'm going to do that here. We're going into turn 3. I did the big shuffle, but we'll take this deck right here and give her a quick shuffle here. Whoop. Thank goodness for my automatic card shuffler. It sure makes it easier when I'm shuffling. My hand is short 1 card, so we're going to take one for me. Yuck. And we got a discard 1 for the Germans. Oh, I would like to have that card. And this unit has to finish his move as part of the upkeep phase. So he moves to the brush, which is going to mean they're spotted over here. And these 2 are spent. Okay. All right. That's it for the upkeep phase for the Germans. So we're going to roll and see what they're going to do here on this first turn. And they get 8, which is 2/6. 8, 2/6. Ready or unit action. Okay, so let's check the ready action. Any spent or fatigued? Yes. Spent AEOs? Yes. Ready a spent AEO closest to the player or randomly determined. And additional reduced fatigue of an AEO closest to the PO. Okay, so I have here 3 different ones. So we're going to randomly determine who gets it. The leader's 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. So it's this infantry squad here. He's now ready. So they've got 2 of them. We still have cover available. All right. And additionally, we reduce a fatigue of an AEO. So this fatigue can come off here. So that takes care of his fatigue. All right. Well, here we go. What have I got? I got a move and a flank. This is the card I'm going to play. So we are going to do a move over here. I want these guys to move up. And then we are going to attempt a flank. And I believe, if I remember right, I'm looking into rules really fast here for flanking. Rally, ready, move. 66, where are you flanking at? Come on, Dave. Okay, so to flank, we have to pass a morale check of my lowest unit's morale. Well, these are 3 squads and they're all a 6. And my leader can apply his bonus. So 6 minus 1's a 5. They pass that. So we mark these guys. They are flanking. And they're going to flank this group over here. Okay. All right. And I want to spend, well, I don't have a unit action that well, I could fire at them, but I I need to mark these guys with a fatigue because they're going to be fatigued when they move. All right, the thing with the flanking action does not cause you to fatigue. So I take a chance here if I don't fire. Those guys I can't see because the woods road, so I can't see through that. Where I'd really like a shot at those guys. We did the flanking. You know, trying to decide, should I open fire? They're going to get concealed, but the marsh is going to take that away from them. So a leader won't be able to contribute. But I think, honestly, that's what he should do. They're going to open. Well, let's see. If he does that, he can only do it with one. Nope, I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to do that yet. But when we flanked, we moved, it would make us spotted over here. Okay, I draw my hand back up. Okay, that's good. I like that. A unit action there. And we go to the Germans. We do a discard for them. And I don't have any other upkeep to do right now. This leader actually is no longer spent, so he can come over here. He's going to bring his cover action with him. So he's going to come over. All right. And now we're going to see what they're going to do. And they get a 9, 4, 5. Melee or overrun. Uh-oh, here we go. Melee and overrun. Well, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. These guys are right here, and they're being flanked, and they're tired of it. Melee overrun, yes. AEO units adjacent to player unit, yes. If multiple adjacent player units select AEO stack with highest firepower. Well, they're stacked together, so they actually have the same. AEO firepower double that of the PU? No. So there will not be a melee or overrun. So they are going to go, oh, they're, you know what? They are shaken. They couldn't have done that anyway. Okay. Well, I take all that back. So it goes to a unit spend or action. Okay. Order referred from other flowchart. Yes. Spend selected AEO from previous chart. AEO shaken. Yes. Can AEO self-rally? Yes. Conduct a self-rally. No. In terrain. Can they self-rally? Now I'm questioning that, right? He doesn't have a leader there. In terrain with positive die modifier? No. Move away from the player unit. So one of these two would move away. They can't move because they're shaken, so they have to self-rally. I gotta double check a couple things. Okay, so these guys, they would be in a stack. And so this sector, they're going to self-rally. So they both get to attempt it. We'll start with the half squad. His morale's a 5. We pull 2d6. 2 and 6 is 8. He does not. And now for the infantry squad, he gets a 3. And a 1 is a 4. The infantry squad does. So the shaken comes off of him. Okay. So they're up for a fight now. Okay. That's it for those guys. All right, well, now they're up and they're ready to get after me. So I got to do something about these guys. Okay, comes to my turn. I do my upkeep. So they're going to move, and I'm going to play my stone wall terrain here. So that's what they're going to move into. So they move here, and they are spotted. But now they're over here, and they're ready to get after these guys too if I need to. All right, we're going to play unit action and a cover action, or a cover. I say that because of the helmet. A ready action. Okay, so the ready action, he'll play over here and remove that fatigue off of those guys. He's going to play his fire action right here. All right, we're flanking, so that's going to help us. And that flanking benefits is a +2 to the D6 check when conducting a fire attack. All right. So we have the BAR, which is 1. We have 3 squads, which is 3 and half, makes it 1/2, which is 2. So I have 2 + 1 is 3. My leader gives us 4. 2 for flanking gives us 6. Adjacent to them gives us +7. We're going to do some damage here. We're going to do some damage here. +7. Oh, a 1 makes that an 8. Okay, their defense is -2. 4 is 2. That's +6. Okay, we check for his morale. I have a +6. On 6 is 12. So I was doing this guy first. That's who I pointed at. So he's eliminated. So we get rid of this shaken unit. So he's no longer a problem for me. Now this guy, we were at +8, 2, so that's a +6. Check his morale. Oh, a 12 on to 5. That's greater than 2 to 1. So he gets shaken and reduced. So this infantry squad now becomes a half squad, and he's shaken. All right. That worked out well. Nailed those guys. Man, that flanking maneuver really helped. Woo, that was some power there. And these guys are going to fire here, which is a range of 2. They're going to use their... We're going to make a discard for him, which will spend him. He's going to fire the M19, and 1 squad can fire. Right there. He'll be spent. That squad picks up a fatigue level. Right there. And his firepower is 2. +1 1/2, which rounds up, makes it firepower of 3. So he has a 3. And he is firing. He doesn't get to add his morale, so it's just +3. Oh, on 1 is 4. Their defense is -2. Oh, 0. So it's +4. His morale's a 5. So 4 + 3 is a 7. He's already shaken, so he's now eliminated. So we got rid of them. All right, so we put some big time firepower onto the marsh. That takes away the flanking. I'm spotted, he's spotted. I think those guys were spotted because well, they didn't move. I probably should have reduced 2, but it is what it is now. Hope I didn't mess that up too bad. Replenish my hand with 2 cards. There's a rally action if I need it. And reinforcement card. Ooh, don't know that I'm going to need it. We're hammering these guys pretty good, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we go to the Germans. They discard. Okay, these cards off the board. All right. Upkeep phase. No terrain placement. No spent leaders. Okay, we're good there. So let's see what they're going to do. They did 8, which is 3-5. 3-5. Ready action. Any spent or fatigued? AEO, yes. Spent, yes. Ready is spent. AEO closest. That's this guy. He's now ready. So this squad is full strength and ready to roll now. And they don't have anybody with fatigue. Okay, so I don't have to do the fatigue. All right, that's it for them. Now, what do we want to do? I'm in really good shape here. I could play the reinforcement card. It's going to give me 2 more infantry, which would enter 2 or 1 infantry to enter at A3. We'll play the reinforcement card just because I got one. We're going to roll a die. A 1 to 3 is 2 infantry. Yay! I got 2 infantry reinforcements. So I get 2 infantry squads. And I'm going to bring it in as 2 half squads, knowing that they're going to make it into 1. They come on the board here on A3. And because they're on the board on A3, I got to draw terrain for them, or I can give them terrain. You know what? Where they're at, I'm just going to give them this clear terrain and get it out of my hand. I don't need it. It's probably a dumb move, but don't think I can replace that terrain, or can I? I don't want to. That marsh is there. I want him to have to replace it. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to do a discard with the assault card. Up, he would have not been there. Then we play that, and it gets rid of his fatigue. We play that for his ready action. That is on my leader card right here. Okay. So they're back up. He's spent right now. He's in clear terrain, which makes him spotted. And I got to draw 2 new cards. First card, oh, move. Second one, oh, a sniper. I like that. You can use that sniper on these guys. I like to take out some more of these guys here. Okay, that comes off the board. We go to the Germans. We do a discard. Get rid of 1 card. They don't have any upkeep to do. We're going to check and see what they're going to do this turn. And they got a 3. And the 3 is move, recon, acquire, or cover. Okay, so they're going to do move. Then they're going to do recon. Select the AEO sector, least fatigued, closest sector. That's this guy right here. He's the closest one. They're not shaken. There's no transport. No transports. He does not control the VO. He's not, is he adjacent? No. He's in the same area. Yes. Move towards the VO. Okay. He's going to move. And when he moves, he's going to play that terrain card. I do believe he can change that thing. Unless I can get them guys before they get there. Okay. Now we have to do recon. Available player unit to spot. He is. Actually, he's the one that's available to spot. Okay. So yes, conduct a spot attempt. So he gets a spot attempt of 6. He does not spot him. Okay. And he acquired a cover action. That's the only thing. I think I don't have enough of those little cover action cards, counters. So I'm going to look through my discard pile here real quick. See if I have, there's one. I'll put this with him. That's his cover action. I'll just stick that card right there with him. So he has that available. Okay. All right. I have a sniper card. Let's see. Upkeep. So my leader's back up. I'm going to play my sniper card right here. And he gets to do a 2d6 check. So sniper's on page 71. Target any unit on the battlefield except for units in the sector with smoke or button crews. They do not have to spot, and units that are targets of snipers do not receive a concealment defensive bonus. When a sniper card is played, the player may target one unit by itself or a stack of opponents. Okay. We do a 2d6 fire attack. Once the attack's been resolved, determine the status of the sniper action card. Okay, so we're going to do it. He's going to fire at this squad that's getting ready to move. I want to get them guys. See if I can do something to them. So he gets a 2d6. Oh, I got to keep this out because I have to see what happens to it. Their defense is 2. So he fires a 5 and a 3 is 8. Their defense is 2. On 2 is 4. So that's plus 4 onto his morale check of 4. That's 8. So we hit him. And that's going to make him shaken. So he's shaken, which means he won't move. So he's not going to move. Because they can't move towards the enemy. So he would just stay where he's at. In the woods. Wooded road. But my sniper hit him. Now I have to check 1d6. A 1-2, remove it from the game. It's a 3. Discard. Okay, so we just discard it. Right here. Boom. All right. Now, that worked out pretty good. I can fire. I'm going to do a discard. I'm going to do this discard. And he's going to fire with his BAR and 1 squad. They're going to pick up 1 fatigue. His firepower is 1, and the squad is 1, makes it a 2. So firepower of 2, firing at this squad right here. He gets a 3, plus 2 is 5. His defense is plus 2, on 2 is 4, so we get a plus 1. So, plus 1, 6 on 7, we hit the shaken unit. He now becomes a half squad. Okay, so we hit those guys. We did our job. Okay. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna reload our, get these off the deck, off the board. Reload our hand. 1, 2, oh good, a fire card. That's ones I like. All right, we're at the Germans. They don't have, nobody spent nothing to do there. So they're gonna do, we have to discard 1 card for them. They get a 6, which is a 2/4. Two-4, assault. So, do we have a unit with an assault icon? Well, they're shaken. They don't have one. But this squad's down here do. So they can assault right here. So they're going to get, they do the move action first, which is going to give them a fatigue. Yep, and we know they're going to move towards the, yeah, it's pretty easy once you start playing this a little bit. They're moving right there towards them. And they can't fire because the wood road is blocking them. So they're just doing the move. All right. That's it. All right, they're coming up. Here they come. Now, my leader comes back. He's going to do this fire action at this half squad. So they're going to go to a fatigue level of 2. And these guys are going to go to a fatigue level of 1. And so they're going to have 1 for the BAR. And the rest of my fire group is 3, which makes it a 2. Plus 1 is 3. Plus my leader is 4. So I have a plus 4 for this fire. Plus 4. On 4 is 8. He has a... I have to take 1 off of that. So that makes that a 7 because I'm firing through the semi-block terrain. So it's 7. So I have a 7. His defense is 2. On 5 is a 7. Daggone it. So I didn't get him. Okay, no effect. All right. Not going to do anything else there. Yeah. We pick up a card. Man, not getting the best cards in the world. Okay. These guys move. This becomes spotted now. Oh yeah, that was another thing I should have done. These guys are up here now. So we have a half squad, a couple of full squads. They're moving up on us. And now we roll to see what they're going to do. They get 5, 1, 4. All right, move, win. Well, we don't have any smoke, so we don't have to worry about the wind. Okay, move action. Select AEO sector, least fatigue, closest. So they have a shaken unit. So that's like fatigue, and he has fatigue. So this is the only other guy with no fatigue. Okay. So we go through this whole thing, and he comes over here. He's not adjacent. He's not in the same area, so he conducts a sideways move. So he's going to move sideways. When he does, he'll be spent. So they're all getting over here. Okay. All right, here we go. It's my guys. We're going to play this card. We're going to reduce his fatigue to 1, take his fatigue off, and then we're going to do a move. And I'm going to move this squad is moving this direction. Okay. All right. And I'm going to do a discard for Sergeant Miller. His machine gun and that squad are going to fire. Right there. They're going to pick up a fatigue. And they're firing at this group right here. So they are a range of 2 and 1 is 3. So they have that range. Okay. So they're going to fire. The machine gun's a 2. The squad's a 1. So it's 3. They're going to be -1 for firing through that degraded landscape. So they're +3, now they're +2. So they're +2 on to 5, that's 7. His defense is +2 on to 5, 7. And his leader is going to make it even better. So no effect. Okay, so I did not get those guys. All right, restock my hand. I get 2 cards. First one is another rally and a unit action. Good. I like that. Keep these guys moving here. All right. So the Germans, now I got to remember they can start firing up here because they got the right guy and he has the helmet. So they got the right guy up here to do what they need to do. So they got 8, which is a 3-5. This is a ready action. Any spent or fatigued? Yes. Oh, wait a minute. These guys moved. Part of they're spotted now. And they're spent. Okay. Now we do this. Any spent or fatigued? Yes. Spent? Yes. So they ready him. So he's ready. And they're going to reduce the fatigue of that squad. Okay. And did I discard? I don't think I did. So we're going to give them a discard. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play this card for a unit action and a recovery. So he's going to play the recovery here. And he's going to roll. And if he gets an odd number, he can reduce one somewhere else on the board. Hey, he got it. So he'll take that fatigue off of those guys. He's readied. So now my unit action is a fire action right here. So I got the whole stack firing. They're going to be fatigue level 1. They have the BAR, which is 1, plus the squad makes that 3. Leader makes it plus 4. So we're at a plus 4. Oh, on 1 is a 5. Their defense, he can do cover. So that makes that a 3. On 5 is an 8. No effect. That used up the cover. Let's see. This guy still has the cover action for him. Okay. So that didn't work. I'm going to do a discard over here on Sergeant Miller. And he's going to fire the machine gun again. He's a 2 and a 1 is 3. Minus 1 makes it 2. So he is at a plus 2. On 4 is a 6. Their defense is 2. 2 is 3. So it's plus 3. Their leader probably helped them, so it's probably really a plus 2 because the leader would give his defense. So plus 2. This guy's a 5. Plus 2 is a 6. That eliminates the half squad. Now at the leader, plus 2, 1. He's okay. You got an infantry squad, plus 3, plus 2, 5. He's good. The last one was a 5 plus 2 is a 7, minus 1 is a 6. So one of these guys is shaken now. So that squad is shaken. But he still has 2 squads coming at me. Okay. Wow. A lot going on there. Okay. 2, 3. Gonna need to replenish my hand. 2 cards. Ah, good. A fire and a spotting action. Oh, a unit action there. Whew, I like that. Okay. Got a little bit else, something else going on here now. Okay. Here we go. They're going to do a 6, a 1-5. A 1-5 is a move. So what we'll have move, he can't move because there's stacking limit, but this group here can move and leave the shaken squad behind. So he does a move action. Select AEO sector. Any AEO shaken? Yes. Shaken AEO, move away. Unless in a positive die roll modifier. Remain AEO in sector not moved? Yes. Okay, so now no, 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 no. So they're going to do all this and they're going to move towards us. Okay, so this group here is going to move up. And they're going to pick up a fatigue. Now, they can play Sergeant Bauer. He'd be spent, and he plays his fire card. They have a firepower of 2. I haven't been doing that. I'm going to do it this time. He's going to play his firepower of 2. It's going to be -1. so it makes it a 1. And we have cover, so they're going to play their cover card, so it makes it 0. So we get 0 modifiers, so that's a 4. My defense is 1, 4 is a 5, so no effect. Okay. All right. Replenish my hand. There's another one of these. Comes up. We're going to play these 2 cards. He's doing Inspire action at these guys. So I got this sector right here. He has the BAR, which is 1. So he's 3. He's 4. He's firing through the marsh, makes him a 3. These guys are moving. Because they're moving, I get a +1. So it puts him back up at 4 now. So he's at +4. Okay. So he's firing here at +4. And he gets a 4. That's 8. Their defense is 2. On 5 is 7. So they get the hit. +1. Okay. Check the leader first. 3, he's okay. We'll check the half squad or the shaken squad. He's a 5. +1 is 6. So he now becomes a half squad. Okay. So he's a half squad. Now you got 2 squads here. They're both 5s. Okay. The next one, a 1. He's okay. The next one, oh, he's shaken. Okay. So this squad's shaken. He's not going anywhere. He'll be in there with him. All right. Whew. So we hit those guys with that firepower. And it made him a 2 on his fatigue. And we're going to do a discard. Oh, I forgot to move this guy. He moved up. He's spotted. And he has a fatigue of 1. Okay. I'm going to do a spotting action for terrain. I'm going to draw 2 terrain cards. I get wire and clear. I'm going to keep the wire, get rid of the clear. All right. That took care of that card. Now we're going to discard this one right here. He's going to fire that machine gun and squad again over here. You're going to pick up a fatigue. They're at 3. -1's a 2. So they get +2. On 5 is 7. Their defense is +2. On 5 is 7. Son of a gun. Oh, he was moving. Wait a minute. He gets 3 -1 +1. So he's +3 on 5 is 8. He gets 5 + 2, 7. So he gets 1. He does hit him. So it's +1. Start with the leader. A 4. He's okay. This squad under him. Oh, 7. He's shaken. So he's shaken. Okay, I got the. I'm going to set these 2 guys aside right here. I'm going to do the full squad right here. Oh, 7. He's shaken. Okay, so both of these guys are shaken now. Making a mess over here. And now my half squad. He gets a 4 +1's a 5. Nothing happened to him. So those guys are there. He's there. These guys are shaking, he's shaking, and you have the leader left there to move. And I do not believe he moves by himself. Okay, that was a lot going on. Draw my hand back up. I'm getting a lot of the same cards again. Okay, he's going to come up, but he's not going to move by himself. That would be silly to get up there in the marsh by himself. He stays back. Hopefully he's going to be able to rally somebody. He gets a 6, 2, 4. Assault. Well, they're all shaking and this guy can't come up in there. So they can't do assault. So they're going to do a unit spend action. No. Select a single AEO closest to player unit. Randomly determine if multiples. So we have 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2 for the half squad. Yes. So the half squad is the unit. Is it shaken? Yes. Can he self-rally? Yes, he can do it, and the leader's there to help him. Okay, so he's going to try to rally his half squad. So they need a 5. He gets a 3, -1 for the leader. So he rallies. The half squad is back in business. Okay, so now he's got him back up. These guys are still shaking over there. All right. All right. We're going to play this card, reduce their fatigue, and they're going to roll. And if they get an odd number, we can reduce fatigue somewhere else. 6. No, not this time. Oh, he's not spent. But we're going to spend him. We're going to do a discard. And he's going to reduce the fatigue of that unit right there. Okay. That's it for them. You draw 2 cards. Finally, a fire action and a unit action. Okay. All right, here we go. The leader. Oh, the last time too, that leader would have reduced their fatigue. I've been cheating him out of that, and that would have made him spent, and now he's not spent now, so there he is. Okay. And they get a 6, a 2, 4, which is assault. These guys have assault, that half squad does. Okay, here we go. So they're going to move. Move action. Select. Yep. Select sector. Select AEO sector, least fatigue. Any shaken? Yes, the shaken AEOs move away unless in a positive, which they are. So now we're back in here. Remaining AEO and sector not moved? Yes. Shaken? No. So they do the thing. So these guys are going to move right here. You're going to pick up a fatigue right here. And they can fire next because they are going to be at a fire of 1. They're firing through that, which is a 0. So they're going to get a 0 modifier on their fire. Oh, they are assaulting, so that's -2. So they have a -2. They fire, that's a 0. My defense is a 4. So no effect. Okay. All right. We're going to do fire action right here. I have 3. The leader gives me 1, that's 4. They're moving, that's 5. Firing through the marsh takes me back down to 4. So I have a +4. His ready action brings him back. +4 on 5 is 9. Their defense is 2, on 3 is 5, so that's +4 for the morale check. We'll start with the leader. 2 + 4 is 6. He passes. This half squad, 2 + 4 is 6. He's shaken. I believe. Check that real quick. I got a half squad. Yes, so he's shaken now. He's not going to move. Now at these 2 squads, they had 2, they got a 5. 5 on 3 is 5. He's okay, and the other one is okay. Okay, so we hit those guys hard. I'm going to discard this card over here on Sergeant Miller. Their fatigue went back to 2. His fatigue comes up to 1. He's firing the machine gun in the squad, that's 3. -1 for the marsh. +1 because they're moving. So it's a +3. On to 3 is a 6. His defense is 2. +1 is 3. 5. So we get a +1. We fire at the leader first. Oh, 7. He now becomes shaken. Okay. So he's shaken. Get a marker on him so I don't forget. The half squad is a 5. They're okay. This first squad over here, +1, they're okay. And the next squad, 7. So he becomes a half squad. Infantry, half squad. Give me another half squad here. Okay, so he's a half squad. He's shaken. So this whole stack is shaken. This guy is shaken. He's not going to be moving because he's shaken now. Okay, he has a fatigue of 1 on him. All right, well, we did our job and stopped him again. Okay, I got to draw 2 cards, 2 unit actions. Okay, there. We're starting to get somewhere here. All right. So we go to the Germans for their upkeep. Let's see. He can't do anything because he's shaken. So they're just sitting there now. They're in trouble. And they get a 7, which is a 3/4, which is fire, recon. So he can't fire, he can't fire, he can't fire. So we don't have anybody that can fire. And he could recon for terrain. So we'll do that. He gets a brush and a brush. That brush will come out. And he has 3 in his hand, so he gets rid of the clear. We put the brush in there with his woods. They just haven't had any chance to really use that. Okay. Comes back up. We can do unit action and we can do reduce fatigue. He's going to reduce that fatigue and they're going to roll. And if we get an odd number, we can reduce somewhere else. Nope. Okay. And what do I want to do here? Take a unit action. Well, they can do their unit action and fire again down here. So they're going to be at 3 plus 1 for the leader's 4. Minus 1's 3. So it's plus 3. Plus 3. 4 is a 7. Their defense is 2. Plus 2 is a 4. That's a gain of 3. They'll go against the leader. 3 and 3, 6. He passed, but he's still shaking. This half squad here, 7. He's gone. So they eliminated that half squad. Okay, the leader's here. We got this full squad. 1. He passes, and the half squad below him, 2 plus 3 is 5, he passes. Okay, so they all stay shaken right there. All right. 3, 4, 5. Somehow I ended up with an extra card there. Must have been stuck together. I won't draw one. Let's see. I can discard if I want to. He's going to do a unit action. Well, he's going to do a helmet, a recover. He's going to reduce that fatigue on that machine gunner. It gets rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to draw one card. 5. It's a fire symbol. Combat. There we go. All right. The Germans, they're all shaking over here. They don't know what to do. He gets a 2-6. Ready or unit action. So he needs a ready action. Any spent or fatigued? No. So we go to unit action now. Referred, yes. Spend selected AEO from previous chart. AEO shaken, yes. Can they self-rally? Yes, the leader can. Conduct a self-rally. So here he goes. He's going to try to self-rally. He gets a 5. He does it. Okay, so the leader is no longer shaken. So that's going to help those guys if he can survive. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't discard for the Germans. All right. This guy rallies back up. He's going to do, I'm going to have him do the fire combat this time. Up here, he'll get his 2, still firepower of 3. That whole stack will be fatigued 1. 3 plus 1 for the leader's 4, minus 1 for the Marsh's 3. So he gets a plus 3. So he fires here at plus 3. And 2 is 5. Their defense is 2. The leader's 3. Plus 2 is 5. No effect. Okay. And we're going to do anything. Yep. we'll do a unit action right here. He'll be spent. I want to do that. That'll make him spent. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave him up. I'm not going to do that. I need to draw one card. There we go, a rally card. All right. The German now they get a 7, 3, 4. Fire, recon. They can't fire, he can't fire. He wants to recon. He wants to change this terrain. Well, I've got cards out there, so I don't want to do that. Let's see what recon says. I have an available unit to spot. Actually, no. You can't see them. End impulse. So right now they won't do anything. He's got to get that. He's got to get them guys rallied there. Okay. Five. He's going to spend a unit action here. They're going to fire again. He's got 2 for the machine gun, 1 for the squads, that's 3, minus 1 is 2, plus 1 for the leaders 3, so we're plus 3 again. So he fires at plus 3, and 3 is 6, their defense is 2, 1 is 3, that's 5, so we get a hit, so we check that leader. 6 plus 1 is 7, so he's shaken. We check this squad. 6 plus 1, he goes to a half squad. We're going to randomly draw a card because I get one last shot at that half squad. And it is a 4 plus 1 is 5, no. And that's the end of the game. Okay. I had to have 2 white flags up here, which I do. I have 3 squads up there. So these guys got on that hill and they held it the whole time. And that is the end of that. Okay, well, that concludes that playthrough. I'm pretty sure I messed up a couple things here, but nonetheless, this was a lot of fun. The solo rules, it's a little tough for the Germans sometimes, but they were funneling right into me. That marsh killed them. They couldn't get rid of that, and that pretty much stalled them out. And that left them there, nowhere to go, no way to get through that. So they took a beating trying to get to the hill because they had to cross that marsh. The one time that they had the insector move, they pulled marsh again. So, all right. We're going to wrap this thing up. It's long enough. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. It was Teeth Meet Teeth from Point Blank V's for Victory using the solo rules. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Have a good one.